All right, we're gonna put a new front tire on my e-bike. You can see this one is pretty worn out. You can see that. Here it's bad, there it's bad. Here it's real bad. I can feel it when I'm going down the sidewalk. I don't got much traction at all. So these tires here, these are 26 by 4 inch, but these tires, do not get these tires, people. Because this one lasted maybe like 700 miles, or I'm not sure, but the back one only lasted like 400 or 500 miles. And I went ahead and got street tires. I go off-road a lot, but I got street tires, and these are the Origin Supercell and TPI 120, and they make a thicker one that I got, which I'm gonna get up here. They made 2 different styles of those, and then I wanted to get the extra thick one for more puncture resistance, but when I put on that back tire, they just send you whichever one, and I forgot to contact the seller and tell him I wanted the thicker one. So this one's supposed to be the thicker one. And then when I bought this one, it just said I think it just said it sent this thicker one, but it doesn't say all this stuff. Like this says 120, but this just says this, but it's supposed to be the thicker one. But I like these because even though I go off-road, I think they're gonna last longer, and they handle the mud better, because sometimes it's muddy when I'm out, and these tires right here, they get muddy, and then mud starts getting in here, and they'll start getting on the chain. But even these tires will start getting muddy too, but they're not as bad with these, and I think they're gonna last longer. But my original ones I had in my mountain off-road tires, they lasted a while, like 2,200 miles, or 23, 24, 2,500 miles. But I ran them down. So we're gonna put this one on. I'm about to get my pump, and I got the Tannus armour. Got the trains going again today. Man, that's a lot of these trains are getting longer and longer. But I got the Tannus armour lining insert in here. I'm gonna show you how to do that too. So I think last time I did this I had it on something, but I'm just gonna do it like this. So when you take this off, people, remember how these go on. Because these are easy to figure out. They don't go like that because they go right where this little groove is in there. Well, sometimes this don't have many washers. Only has that one washer, but sometimes it's when it has more washers and stuff, sometimes it's hard to remember where all the washers go. So we're gonna let out some air. When you put this tannus armour lining in, you gotta have smaller tubes too, just a little bit smaller. So if you buy them from the website, tannus armour inserts, they'll offer to sell you the smaller tubes with the tube. If not, you can just, and they got a chart if you go to the tannus armour website, or I think on Amazon, it'll show you what size tubes to buy. They're only a little tad smaller. That's some raunchy air. Should just use my valve tool to remove this valve stem, and it'd go flat a lot easier. I got to do these tannus armour inserts a few times, so it got a lot easier after I learned how to do them. So hopefully this won't be too hard. And these here, they give them to you when you buy tubes sometimes. And I used to use just 2 flathead screwdrivers, but then I started seeing these inside the tube boxes, and I was throwing them away. And then one day, or I might have kept them, I decided to try them out. And man, these work way better than flathead screwdrivers to put tires on. And to take them off too. So since I'm throwing this out, I can just cut this instead of having to fight it. But regardless, I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to take everything out anyways. And I wish I could just leave this stuff in here, just cut this tire off and leave the stuff in there and then just put the tire over. But I think I'm gonna have to take everything out and put the one side of the tire on the rim, and then so we're just gonna have to take all this stuff out. I was gonna say these are pink, but now that's orange. I don't know how that all turned orange. I kept seeing orange in there, but these tannus armor lining inserts were pink when I put them in. So we had some kind of color changing in here. But I highly recommend getting these tannus armor inserts. They cost like $70 to $80, but for one, but they're worth it, people. Cause I got a lot of flats before I got them, and on e-bikes, man, flats can be a pain unless you can pump it up and hold enough air till you get home. Just keep pumping it up. But the flat's too bad. Even if you got green slime only works. Sometimes it'll fix it for good, and other times it'll just fix it temporarily, and anytime it can go flat. If the hole's too big, green slime isn't gonna work, but it'll slow the leak down enough for you to get home. I always carry green slime on me too, because even with these, I think I got a flat in the front tire here that I got like lots of flats. I don't know, I lost track, but when I got these tannus armor inserts, I only got one flat. It's almost been a year. So